Is your vehicle in need of a quick oil change or tune-up before hitting the road this summer? Stop by Quick Lube and Tune, the home of the good guys at 610 South Wenatchee Avenue.
It's time for NCW Life News on the NCW Life channel. The latest from the Wenatchee Valley and North Central Washington with Steve Hare, Grant Olson, and sports with Eric Granstrom.
Good Friday evening and welcome to the NCW Life Evening News. I'm Grant Olson. Before we get to today's top stories, let's take a quick look outside our weather window. And wow, what a difference a day makes here in the Wenatchee Valley. Anywhere from 4 to 8 inches of snow reported around the valley yesterday. And today, a little different story. We started off with cloudy skies and saw lots of sun throughout the afternoon. And still, as we look at our weather window and our sky cam from Omi Gardens, a few clouds lingering, and we will see just an increase in clouds by the time we kick off our weekend tomorrow. But all in all, the weekend doesn't look too bad. We'll talk more about that coming up a little bit later on. And now a few of the stories we're following for you tonight. Yesterday's winter storm caused numerous accidents across north central Washington, and we'll have an update on the fatal accident yesterday near Soap Lake. But first, we begin tonight. The U.S. Marshals Pacific Northwest Violent Offender Task Force arrested a wanted felon in connection to a December 9th pursuit and crash that injured a Moses Lake woman. On Wednesday night, deputies made the arrest after he barricaded himself inside a Soap Lake area home. U.S. Marshals, sheriff's deputies, and officers tracked 29-year-old Nicholas Romero Rivera to that home where he refused to come outside. Based on Rivera's criminal history, deputies called in the Moses Lake Regional Tactical Response Team to assist. Rivera was eventually talked out of the home by negotiators before the tactical response team arrived and was taken into custody without incident. Upon searching the home, detectives with the narcotics enforcement team seized an AR-22 rifle. Rivera was wanted on charges of vehicular assault, unlawful possession of a firearm in the second degree, and attempting to elude related to the December 9th incident that injured a 22-year-old female passenger, leaving her with critical injuries. Grant County Sheriff Tom Jones said Rivera's decisions leading up to this arrest caused serious injuries to a young woman, and now he can face those charges, adding that capture was the result of great teamwork by all agencies involved. Rivera is currently in the Grant County Jail with bail set at $100,000. Washington State Patrol is urging drivers to slow down and be safe and don't take unnecessary trips. Yesterday was an extremely busy day for Washington State Patrol troopers in north central Washington. In the morning hours between 5 and 10 a.m., troopers responded to 35 collisions on weather-related accidents, and that number kept growing as the day went on and the weather deteriorated. By the end of the day, north central Washington troopers had responded to 90 accidents throughout the area. Half of those were on Interstate 90 east of Snoqualmie Pass, where the road was closed on 3 separate occasions. There was thick fog on Interstate 82 south of Ellensburg, causing an accident between 2 semi-trucks. Between those 3 locations, Washington State Patrol covered over 1,500 square miles of land. Of those 90 accidents, most of them were caused by driving too fast for conditions. Well, we have more information for you tonight on the fatal car accident near Soap Lake yesterday. The victim has been identified as 78-year-old Harold Chadwick of Coulee City. His 74-year-old wife Connie was a passenger in the car and remains in Samaritan Hospital in Moses Lake. Chadwick lost control of his car on Highway 17, 11 miles north of Soap Lake, spun completely around, went off an embankment, and rolled into Alkali Lake, resting on its top. The cause of that accident was driving too fast on yesterday's snow-covered, slushy roads. We received a message from NCW Life viewer that 2 Eastmont school buses collided on Fancher Heights Thursday afternoon. The Fancher resident, who wished to remain anonymous, says the accident occurred on Canyon Hills on the corner of Wheat Ridge and Harvestry Loop at about 4 o'clock. There apparently were kids on at least one of the buses at the time, but no confirmation as of yet. Coming up next, the year-end Wenatchee area real estate snapshot has been released. We'll give you the details of that report, and a town hall meeting is set for next week in Chelan to tackle the need for affordable housing. I'm Grant Olson, and you're watching the NCW Life Evening News.
Antique Mall at Cashmere wishes you a happy and prosperous new year. With 15,000 square feet to explore, Antique Mall at Cashmere has something for everyone. For repurposing projects, do-it-yourselfers, and those with a keen eye for making something old fresh and new again, this is the place to find your next project. Antique Mall at Cashmere, their friendly staff is here to help you. Stop on by today.
My name's Robert Duff. Current and previous occupation is architect, engineer, and lawyer. Grew up here in Washington, born in Moses Lake. When I first came to CVCH, was looking for a place to get some dental work done. I was really impressed with the people at the counter. I mean, they were just on top of it. It only took her like 15 minutes to do the job. I didn't feel anything. The technology is so great, you don't even realize you're at the dentist. These people are so professional. I would have any one of these people in my home for dinner. These people are family.
Travel enhances your life in every way. Let the travel professionals at Journey Travel and Tours help you plan that dream vacation. Don't leave the important details to those nameless, faceless online agencies. At Journey Travel and Tours, our goal is to build relationships that last a lifetime. And when you do need help, we have a 24-hour helpline that is routed to one of the agents in our office. When you think travel, think Journey Travel and Tours. It's where your journey begins. Like us on Facebook, and you could be one of our monthly winners.
Welcome back. In another news, supply is low and the price remains high. The year-end Wenatchee area real estate snapshot saw a 7% increase in the median sales price for a residential single-family home over a year ago. According to Pacific Appraisal and Associates, the Wenatchee area market, which consists of Wenatchee, East Wenatchee, Malaga, Orondo, and Rock Island, finished the year with median sales price at $290,000, which is up 7% over 2016's median price at $269,900. Total sales for 2017 were down from 1,121 in 2016 to 1,041 in 2017. That's a 7% decrease, and the number of new listings dropped from 1,322 in 2016 to 1,231 in 2017. The good news is the number of single-family building permits is up from 225 in 2016 to 242 in 2017. Residents in the Chelan area are invited to a town hall meeting on Tuesday slated to address the need for affordable housing. Mayor Mike Cooney sat down with Dan Coons to talk more about the effort to find solutions for a growing issue.
We're going to have an affordable housing town hall. I just came up with this. I just thought about, you know, at City Council, the conversation is restricted. The conversation between the public and the elected is restricted. It's only restricted under the law as far as setting a record. So as far as getting people to talk back and forth, that doesn't happen. So I thought we'd do these town hall meetings. The first one will be January 16th. It's going to be held at the Senior Center, 6 p.m., Senior Center, January 16th. And the purpose of that, Dan, is to have a 2-hour discussion. There will be people presenting their success stories of building affordable homes in other towns. And we're looking, when we talk about affordable homes, we're talking about between $150,000 and $180,000 home that will be deed restricted so that you don't turn and flip that home, or you don't turn it into a vacation rental home. So we don't have all the answers, but the town hall will be a way to kick it off. It'll have some people that are considered experts to talk about this issue, get the dialogue going. We're then going to follow it up on February 6th at a council workshop to say everything that the city can do, whether it's talking about reducing or waiving fees that are expensive, streamlining the process. We're going to talk about what the city can do at the February workshop.
And if you're looking for something to do this weekend, here's Megan McPherson with a look at what's on tap around the Wenatchee Valley.
Here's a look at what's on tap this weekend around the Wenatchee Valley. Head on down to Leavenworth for the annual Bavarian Ice Fest in downtown, including snow sculptures, live ice carving, a snowmobile sled pull, fireworks, and more this Saturday and Sunday. For more information, visit leavenworth.org. The annual Multicultural Festival will celebrate with community members Saturday at the Wenatchee Valley Museum and Cultural Center in honor of Martin Luther King Jr. Day this Monday. Visitors will experience local multicultural groups from the community through booth displays of art, clothes, and photographs. Crafts will be available for kids along with live music and dancing. The event runs from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. The tradition continues in Conconelli as the annual Outhouse Races take center stage this Saturday at noon. The event features head-to-head races within stated divisions with champions crowned at the end of the day. The snow-covered course runs down Main Street in Conconelli. For more information, visit conconelli.com. A 3-month stand-up comedy series kicks off this weekend at the Numerica Performing Arts Center. Laugh Productions brings the Cold Winter Night series featuring some of the best comics in the industry. January's headliner taking the stage this Saturday is Ivan Decker, a recent performer on TBS's Conan O'Brien. For ticket information, check out the Numerica PAX website. Looking for a winter activity that doesn't require a big investment in equipment, instruction, and practice like skiing? Then head out to Leavenworth Ski Hill and discover the fast-growing winter sport of snowshoeing. If you can walk, you can snowshoe. You can check out snowshoes from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. For more information, visit ski/leavenworth.com. And finally, join the community at Pybus Market this Sunday for the annual Wenatchee Valley Empty Bowls Community Painting Party. For a donation of $10, paint a ceramic bowl as a reminder of all the bowls that go empty in our area each day. All proceeds of the event support the North Central Washington Food Distribution Center, which delivers more than 1 million pounds of food annually to 12 area food banks and 5 meal programs in Chelan and Douglas counties.
You're watching the NCW Life Evening News. Coming up next, your sports update, followed by today's feature story. That and much more still to come on the NCW Life Evening News. Stay with us.
Stormy Mountain Brewing and local public house, featuring great family dining in downtown Chelan. We've got burgers, pub fare, and the best barbecue around. Try one of our award-winning sauces made fresh here in-house. So grab the whole gang and come on down. Stormy Mountain Brewing. Beer, barbecue, friends, and beer.
Hi, I'm Cordell Schroeder, owner of East Wenatchee Mobile Storage.
If you're thinking about making a move anytime soon, check out the East Wenatchee Mini Storage brand new mobile storage service. They drop it off at your location, you pack it, and they pick it up and store it in their protected warehouse at East Wenatchee for as long as you need. When you're ready, they'll drop it off at your new home or office. East Wenatchee Mini Storage is excited to offer this brand new service to our region.
Call 509-884-8643 or find us on the web at ewministorage.com.
Hey, this is Justin at Club Crow Bar and Grill reminding you it's your place for famous blues, brews, and barbecue. We are your one-stop bar and grill, serving breakfast, lunch, and dinner 7 days a week. Jam sessions and live bands playing a wide range of music. If pool tables or pull tabs are more your thing, we have you covered. Enjoy the fun and food at Club Crow Bar and Grill in Cashmere. Stop on by today.
And now it's a sports update on the NCW Life channel.
And a happy finally Friday. Well, after yesterday's snows wiped out the entire sports schedule, looks like we're back to normal today in North Central Washington. Let's take a look at the weekend prep schedule, starting with girls basketball coming up tonight. Only a couple of games on the slate tonight, with Wenatchee hosting Moses Lake at 5:45. We'll have that live here on the NCW Life channel with Ian Dunn and Mark Miller on the call from Wenatchee High School. Also, Cashmere hosts Okanagan tonight. That's a 5:45 start time as well. Coming up Saturday in girls basketball, Eastmont plays host to Sunnyside. Wenatchee's at Ike. Those are at 5:45. At 6, Brewster hosts Chelan, Cascades at Cle Elum, Manson at Bridgeport, and Liberty Bell at Waterville Mansfield. Turning to boys basketball this weekend, first of all, coming up tonight, Cashmere hosting Okanagan at 7:15. It's a 7:30 tip time for Eastmont on the road at Davis, and Wenatchee hosting Moses Lake again. That's going to be live right here tonight on the NCW Life channel. Coming up on Saturday, Chelan's at Brewster, Cascade at Cle Elum. It is Bridgeport hosting Manson, while Liberty Bell is at Waterville Mansfield. Also, Sunnyside at Eastmont. Eastmont, and Wenatchee's on the road at Ike. All those game times at 7:30. Other prep action this weekend. First of all, in boys swimming earlier today, Eastmont was hosting West Valley, Wenatchee, Moses Lake, Ike, and Davis in 11 dive meet to the wide pool across from the high school. In wrestling this weekend, Eastmont's at a tournament in Ellensburg. The Wenatchee wrestlers head to the prestigious tournament at Marysville-Pilchuck tomorrow. Chelan's at Rainier Invite, and Cashmere and Cascade will travel to Tonasket. Well, the Wenatchee Wild will try to snap a rare 3-game losing streak tonight in the first of 2 weekend games against the West Kelowna Warriors. On last night's Call to the Wild, coach and general manager Bliss Littler told Art Checker Wenatchee in the past 2.5 years, or a year and a half I should say, has a 42-3-2 record at the Town Toyota Center, and with the upcoming schedule, he hopes the team can take advantage of home ice.
Right now we got to come back here and where we got a little home cooking, and we have a very difficult West Kelowna team coming in here this week, and the following week with Victoria, Nanaimo. The next week we got an angry Merritt team coming in for a couple. The week after that we got Coquitlam, who's much improved, and then we get to play the Langley Rivermen, our rival from the 2 years in the mainland division. So those are eight of our next 9. We do have a away game up in Merritt a week from, or I guess it's next Tuesday. Mm-hmm. So we need to make a little hay while we're at home here. And last time I checked, though, I think we're still second overall in the league. And if you look at the percentages, I think we're in the top 4 with the youngest team in the league. I think this group has made big strides, and we're not going to concede anything to anyone right now.
Also, don't forget, coming up this weekend in Leavenworth, it's the Bavarian Bruise Fest. Apple City Roller Derby coach Madeline Prey gives us a preview.
So this is our 4th annual Bavarian Bruise Fest tournament. Apple City Roller Derby, our team, we've hosted it for the last 4 Januaries. We have had teams come from all over Washington, including, and then down into Oregon, Idaho, and this is our 2nd year having teams from Canada, which is awesome. We are centrally located in Washington, so teams come from all over. It has expanded from a 6-team tournament over one day all the way up to a 12-team tournament over a weekend. So this weekend is going to be solid roller derby. We have 30-minute games. It's a double elimination tournament, so there's going to be a lot of skating. All the teams will do 30-minute games with 15 minutes in between, and expect a high level of athleticism, sportsmanship, teamwork. Just look forward to seeing some high-level derby, a lot of contact. It's a very physical sport for women, and it's going to be a blast.
That's at the Fest Hall in Leavenworth. Grant, that's sports. Back to you.
Thank you, Eric. Bitcoin is the world's hottest commodity, but did you know that Wenatchee is home to one of the country's largest Bitcoin mines? The national network CNBC did a live story yesterday at Salcedo Enterprises, where the CNBC reporter Michelle Caruso Cabrera called Wenatchee the epicenter of Bitcoin mining in the United States.
We are one of the largest Bitcoin mining operations in the United States. There are bigger ones in China, as you probably read about in the paper, but this one's been around. This is the Salcedo Group. They've been around for 4 years. They are mining roughly 5 to 7 Bitcoin per day, but they are investing millions to increase the number of servers they have so they can be doing 50 a day by July. Let me show you this is one of 3 locations. There are 1,800 servers in here. These may not look like the servers you're used to those big, bulky servers. These are much smaller. 2 of these are equivalent to 1 furnace in your home. They are doing nothing but calculating those difficult equations that required in order to mine Bitcoin. They don't store any memory. They don't have a CPU. They have just one specialized chip that's doing this over and over again. That is why the owner of this company says consistent and reliable power is crucial.
We have machines that have been running longer than 3 years constantly without interruption.
Every minute they don't run is money you lose.
That's correct. They're not running, we're not generating revenue.
All right, so the Salcedo Group is one of 12 Bitcoin miners in Wenatchee. Why are they in Wenatchee? The Columbia River. There's a dam system that provides incredibly cheap and abundant hydroelectric power. When I say cheap, 2.5 cents to 3 cents per kilowatt, when the average in the United States is higher than 6. In some states, it's 13 cents. So Steve Wright runs the Chelan Public Utility. He says since the rise of the price of Bitcoin in December, he's had 75 more inquiries. And here's the thing, he's had 4 people come forward and say they want 100 megawatts of power. 1 megawatt is 1,500 homes. This facility right here, this company, is doing 7.5 megawatts at a time. So it is an enormous amount of power, and it's a big load on the system. Steve Wright says what he focuses on when people come to him about wanting this much power is making sure the utility gets paid.
And what we don't want is people who come here to make a quick buck off of our low-cost electricity and then leave town and leave us holding the bag and leave the people of this community holding the bag.
So it's a public utility owned by the local consumers. That's why they're so concerned, because if they build out infrastructure to help a Bitcoin miner to lay distribution and a power source, etc., for 1 mile is between $3 to $5 million. They've started demanding cash on the barrel up front before they'll do that, because they don't want somebody who's transient and then leaves and they're stuck with all this infrastructure that they paid for, guys.
And thank you to CNBC for providing that story. We'll be back in just a moment with the recap of some of today's stories and your complete local weather forecast right after this.
At Local Myth Pizza, we believe in real food, freshly prepared with only premium ingredients. Our cheeses are imported from Italy. Our sauces, dressings, and even our sausages are made in-house fresh daily. Featuring Northwest craft beers and 30 Chelan Valley wines and ciders. Family fun and amazing food. Eat local, drink local, and be local at Local Myth Pizza.
Come see why Sunset Magazine says you can't beat Local Myth Pizza.
This is the big one, Leonard Evans year-end celebration. 2017 was such a great year for us here at Leonard Evans. We want to say thank you. So we're offering you our best deals of the year. No, really, these are our best deals ever. Pick out any super clean pre-owned vehicle in stock and drive home with $0 down. And we mean zero. At the Leonard Evans Used Car Superstore. Corner of Maple Street and North Wenatchee Avenue in Wenatchee, Leonard Evans, where the name means a great deal.
Bay Equity Home Loans in Wenatchee, serving all of North Central Washington. We make it our priority to learn all about your financial needs. Whether you're buying your first home, refinancing, or want a reverse mortgage, our mortgage professionals are ready to guide you through the loan process. We have a wide variety of loan products to fit your family's needs. Call Bay Equity Home Loans of Wenatchee today for your pre-approval. 509-888-0466.
Time now for a recap of some of our top stories. We have more information for you tonight on the fatal car accident near Soap Lake yesterday. The victim has been identified as 78-year-old Harold Chadwick of Cooley City. His 74-year-old wife Connie was a passenger in the car and remains in Samaritan Hospital in Moses Lake. Chadwick lost control of his car on Highway 17, 11 miles north of Soap Lake, spun completely around, went off an embankment, and rolled into Alkali Lake, resting on its top. The cause of that accident was driving too fast on yesterday's snow-covered, slushy roads. Well, we received a message from an NCW Life viewer that 2 Eastmont school buses collided on Fancher Heights Thursday afternoon. The Fancher resident, who wished to remain anonymous, says the accident occurred on Canyon Hills on the corner of Wheat Ridge and Harvestry Loop, and that was at about 4 o'clock. There apparently were kids on at least one of the buses at the time, but no confirmation as of yet. Supply is low and the price remains high. The year-end Wenatchee area real estate snapshot saw a 7% increase in the median sales price for a residential single-family home over a year ago. According to Pacific Appraisal and Associates, the Wenatchee area market, which consists of Wenatchee, East Wenatchee, Malaga, Orondo, and Rock Island, finished the year with the median sales price at $290,000, which is up 7% over 2016's median price at $269,900. Total home sales for 2017 were down from 1,121 in 2016 to 1,041 in 2017, which is a 7% decrease. And the number of new listings dropped from 1,322 in 2016 to 1,231 in 2017. The good news is the number of single-family building permits is up from 225 in 2016 to 242 last year. And now your weather forecast for north central Washington. And boy, what a day we had yesterday. Let's take a peek out our weather window. And as I mentioned at the top of the newscast, what a difference a day makes. We saw a good amount of sun this afternoon and a beautiful shot looking down from our Omi Gardens tower cam at the beautiful Columbia River. Still some low-hanging clouds out there, but no moisture, just a little bit left over. In fact, some moisture still remained over parts of the inland northwest today. Following that large winter weather system that moved through our area yesterday, we can expect cloudy skies, light wind, and mild temperatures today through Sunday, with high temperatures each day near 40 degrees. But the latter half of the holiday weekend on Monday, of course that's Martin Luther King holiday, and into late next week, another fairly large weather system will inundate the Pacific Northwest. That will bring us mainly rain showers, with high temperatures expected to remain above normal into the upper 30s. And boy, as you look at our satellite loop, look well out into the Pacific, and you can see that giant area of low pressure that will move in, as I mentioned, by Monday and persist next week. The chance of precipitation Monday through Thursday of next week, it ranges from anywhere from 40 to 60%. Here's a look at your forecast now, and tonight it'll be a mild one once again with an overnight low of around 33 degrees. Saturday and Sunday we could see peaks at the sun at times both days. High temperatures in the upper 30s, lows in the lower 30s. And I'll tell you what, this is what a persistence forecast looks like. High temperatures don't vary much, and neither do our low temperatures. Will stay that way, but remember, Monday through Thursday, that next round of storminess moves in. We'll see highs in the upper 30s with lows once again in the lower 30s. Well, the snow came just in time for recess at area schools in the Wenatchee Valley yesterday. Check out the teamwork these students showed on the playground at Rock Island Elementary. Looks like fun. If you have a video of the day you'd like to see on NCW Life News, message us on our Facebook page at the NCW Life channel. That's going to do it for our newscast tonight. For more on these stories and other news from around north central Washington, you can find us on Facebook or our website at ncwlife.com. And remember, if you see news happening, we'd like to hear from you. You can send us an email at news@ncwlife.com or give us a call at 888-NCWL. That's 888-6295. Also, keep it right here on the NCW Life channel Monday morning for Wake Up Wenatchee Valley with host Dan Kuntz. And Steve Hare will be back with a look at the day's news. Thanks for joining us, and have a great weekend.
This has been NCW Life News on the NCW Life channel. For more news, log on to ncwlife.com, like us on Facebook, and follow NCW Life channel on Twitter.
Hi, I'm Blair from Works, your workout prescription. Have you ever started an exercise program and then struggled to keep it going? So what if I told you that with this MyZone device, I could increase your chances of self-motivated exercise adherence by over 200%. Combine that with an exercise prescription specifically for your level of readiness, we'll increase it even more. And that's our new member success system. It's $99. It's exclusively at Works. It includes your MyZone belt. Works. YourWorkoutRx.com.
Thursday night, hockey night on the NCW Life channel. It all begins at 7 o'clock with a call of the Wild and Clarkie's Corner. Then it's non-stop hockey action with a voice of the Wild, Arch Ecker. Join us as the Wild battle the rest of the BCHL. Thursday night is hockey night on the NCW Life channel. Get the fastest internet available in North Central Washington by switching to LocalTel and get speeds up to 1,000 meg. Call 888-8888 today or go online to localtel.net.